Here's our trout tank setup. So here, the blue tank is 200 gallons. The problem we were facing was we had issues with the nets flipping in there, and once the eggs were out and about in the tank, it was kind of hard to control them. So what we did is we built this external tank. So what happens is there's a water pump in the tank. The water pump through this white or clear hose pumps it in. We had to install a valve to control the flow in, and then there's a drainage hole right there, and that's this black tube, and it slowly drains in. Reason why we did that is so that the water in this tank was always circulating with the water in the egg tank. That way we never had to acclimate them when we moved them over or do anything like that. It was all the same water. So in the tank itself, you can see the nets. There's bubblers underneath them. So trout are predominantly hatched in like lakes or in rivers and moving water. So the trout eggs have to actually bubble. So you can see the bubbler under them is making them move and kind of just roll. That's what keeps them aerated and keeps them moving and allows them to kind of be productive ones. If you look real close, you can kind of see they have little eyes. They're all very, some of them actually might be trying to hatch. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to keep you guys up to date. My plan is to set the camera right here when they do start to hatch for sure. And then you guys can see them hatch and go through that whole process. Along with the trout tank, so the water gets pulled out of the center of the trout tank, and then it filters over to this system. And this is actually a plant bed. So we have plants started for this, and we'll be planting them in here. Primarily we use lettuces and stuff like that because the water's cold. So that chiller over there, that black box, that's what cools the water. So trout grow based on the water temperatures. So we really want to keep them to 1 to 2 inches in May. So we have to keep the water about 50 to 55 to make sure that they're not overeating and getting too large, because we have 1,000 trout eggs. So there's 1,000 trout eggs in these baskets. So it's really important to keep them at a appropriate size to make sure we're not overwhelming our system. So I'll update you guys as more stuff happens, and hopefully you'll be able to go along with us on this.